Welcome to the Machine Room Podcast. Oh, no one saw that because I didn't transition yet. Oh shit! But we look. It's what 21 minutes to get this thing really working.
Late as fuck.
It's a damn shame. Oh my god. Me scusi. I apologize. But we're here finally in full effect. Your hosts, Nostradamus and Hammer Venus. And we're finally here. This is the Machine Room Podcast. God damn it. It's like the first time I started this thing off was freaking well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's all technical issues. Anyways, I hope someone's here. This is very bright. I hope someone is here. So, episode 25, and there's a lot to go through. So yeah.
That's the end of the show, everybody.
That's it. See us next week, episode 26, when we finally talk about stuff. No, okay. So before the show even started, like, you asked me, like, what's the JJ cut? And I was like, oh, I started thinking like Knives and Scott Pilgrim. I'm like, you don't know, like that. So
I don't know.
You don't know. The word is
work and do things.
The word is that J.J. Abrams had this cut. Abrams? What is it? Abrams, right?
J.J. Abraham Lincoln.
J.J. Abraham Justin Timberlincoln. There's this guy at the freelance wrestling show that I go to, and he's almost like a regular, but we say he looks like Abraham Lincoln mixed with Justin Timberlake.
Wow.
So we call him Justin Timberlincoln.
I like that.
Not personally, but that's what we call him from afar. So
I could sign that name.
Yes. So J.J. Abrams has a cut that Disney cut down.
The new Star Wars?
Yes. So apparently there's something else out there of Rise of Skywalker that seems even better than what we got. And now people know of it, and now people want it,
On it right now.
Apparently this cut explains Palpatine more.
Oh, good.
This cut has actual Force ghosts at the end. And not just like voices.
Not just whispers.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
I know, right? Don't worry about it. This cut explains a lot of stuff with characters and whatnot. Finn, especially. This cut has more roles, so that'll fucking help people. Make people happy. The whole give Rose a chance or whatever the hell they want to hashtag it. And yeah, apparently they did a lot of cuts without his permission. The whole Reylo relationship was not really like his idea and stuff like that. So people are hoping they want a freaking Rise of Skywalker J.J. Abrams longer edition
like
cut.
Director's cut kind of thing.
Kind of like... I think there was word that the Revenge of the Sith had an even longer cut, and people wanted that as well. Never happened though.
That never happened.
Because George Lucas like, I think I quite like what I got right now, and I don't think I need to do anything else to it.
You just sound pompous and cunty. Yeah, you sound just like him.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, yeah, it's fine. Like. How is that guy excited, Was he ever...
And he has no neck or chin. It's just kind of all blends in together. He looks like one of those thumb people, like...
This is true. This is true. Remember Thumb Wars? You ever seen that when they made that?
Yes. That was the same guy that did uh
Kung
Kung
Pao?
Pao.
Yes. Meow,
Pew, 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 pew. I used to do that to my ex-fiance every time she complained and she'd get livid. She'd go,
meow.
don't,
Yes.
don't Wii U me. I Wii U'd you if you're watching.
While I was watching those martial art things, that's all I think about and shit. Because every woman sounded like that and acted like that, and I just
Me
think,
too.
meow,
I was watching your stream last night and that was all I kept thinking of, that I was too high to communicate. So I was just like laying in bed going to myself.
In case you're lost, on my stream lately, I've been watching old school kung fu movies because of some video game that I streamed lately, and watching them for the first time and reacting to them, and the few people who've been there are actually enjoying it, so they want me to do it some more often, and I'm doing it and hoping that I don't get in trouble doing it. Pretty much.
I was watching, I was like, it'd be fun if there was like 4 or 5 people, like a
Mm-hmm.
party, and we were just like riffing those movies because they would be funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. This is something we talked about too, but we were gonna do it on the site.
Yes.
So
Still
it can
work.
happen. I know I've seen like Rex and Travis watching anime. They done that, and that was pretty
Yeah.
cool. But they have to like screen capture it and all that stuff, and they're both talking. So I think it's like a Skype thing. Shout out to Skype who sponsored this show. No, they don't. Not at all. So yeah, that's it. That's the JJ cut, and I want it, and I need it, cause I don't like to hear that. Hey, this thing was supposed to be like this, but you got it like this, and I'm like, no, give it to me like that. Like
Well,
Tarantino, like
that's why there's 4 versions of Blade Runner.
right?
Because they were like, here's the one that everybody got in theater. Meh. But over here's this better shit. And everybody's like, oh, I want that. And then they're like, 5 years later, there's like, oh, but we've been playing with it. And now there's this other super duper version. Like, cool. And then like 20 years later from that, they're like, oh, just so you know, we did it one more time and it's even better. We're like, yes, please.
And then that's the final cut, right?
That's the final cut.
That's the final cut, and that's all you need. Fucking Blade Runner final cut. It's like then there's Superman 2, and then like fucking
The Donner cut.
yeah, decades later, the Donner cut, and you're like, okay, this is it.
And then that one is canon after that. Like,
Yeah.
the only reason I would go back and watch like Blade Runner, the director's cut, just so you can hear them cuss. It's only like one time, but in the final cut, he changed it from fucker to father, which makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do it to cut out a bad word. He did it because the line makes more sense that way.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right. All right. At least that makes sense. It's not like E.T. when they made all the cops not carry guns anymore instead of walkie
yeah, it was
talkies.
walkie talkies. So fucking stupid.
It's like, come on.
And they replaced the word terrorist with hippies. It's like same thing, really.
It is. I live.
We're all talking about the same thing.
I'm surrounded by hippies, thus surrounded by terrorists.
Fucking hippies. That's awful.
So then they could do it. I mean, if you think about it in the context of Star Wars, those movies have been altered like a motherfucker. So why not just alter the last one? Give us the fucking JJ cut.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. You want, just, hey, here's the movie and here's the JJ cut. Watch whichever one you enjoy.
I want it right now.
Yes, with the Snyder cut. Double pack.
I was just about to say that.
Just give us all.
I was It had this little bit of a list going of things that I want to see before I die, and one of them was Bad Boys 3, and that's going to happen. And the other one is the original Star Wars trilogy on Blu-ray, and then the Snyder Cut.
All right, so you got one out of the three, so just keep it going. All right,
Yes.
because I would accept all those.
Or 4K. Even you can skip Blu-ray and go to 4K for Star Wars. That's fine. Just I
Okay.
just want the originals non-altered, except to make it look pretty.
Nah, they're just gonna literally like, okay, you want the originals bad? All right, we're just gonna keep making VHS copies of the originals and resell them as VHS.
Okay, and then the sale of VCRs is going to go through the roof.
Right.
Everybody's going to be on Amazon.
The VCR explosion just came back. What up, Phantom Knight and Danny Duadi? Welcome to the Machine Room Podcast, where right now we are all in the panic room because shit's getting crazy outside.
I don't like to go outside.
I don't either. I work outside, which sucks, but I was out there and I was just looking out into the horizon because from the airport you could see the freaking Chicago skyline and everything. Looking up, it's a clear sky, there's the moon there, and I'm just thinking like, there's fucking crazy shit happening somewhere else right now as I'm looking at this. You know?
There's fuckery about.
Major fuckery. Alright. And I'm just, right now I'm like Cypher in freaking The Matrix, where I'm just like, ignorance is bliss. But I can't stay so ignorant because I'm really worried because I don't want war to happen. Get the soundbite. I don't want war to happen, and it's just bullshit, guys.
I think the thing that makes me more upset, besides that this Cheeto fucker bringing us to war, is his supporters that are like, yeah, he's doing the right thing. I'm like, you're all fucking idiots.
Dude, no shit. I was on TikTok because my girl keeps directing me to little things, and I'm like on the shitter, like fuck it, man. Let me keep looking through TikTok. And I saw one is this guy. He's out there in Iran, I believe. It's got to be in Iran, and he's just filming the rockets being shot into the air. And he's like, yeah, yeah. And then I see the comments, and it's just everybody's like, yeah, that's the sound of freedom, and yeah, blah blah blah. And then you have some people that's like, you're killing people, kind of shit like that. And it's like they were all just there, just like supporting it, and I'm like, do you guys not know what the fuck is going on here? Do you guys not care what's going on here? Am I wrong to say that nothing really like provoked the thing? It was just like it just happened.
Well, allegedly, what they were doing, this general that they had killed, he was sending in militias as like a proxy so that Iran could keep their hands clean but still attack the US in different ways. So these proxies are being like Al Qaeda or ISIS or other groups like that. And supposedly,
Yeah. Keywords.
and supposedly they were planning an attack that would have been without proxy. It would have just been Iran attacking the US, and they got wind of it, and it was supposed to be. Sorry, I have dogs.
So
It's supposed to be like
your dogs
preemptive
are,
strike.
your dogs are demonstrating the battle between the U.S. and Iran right now. That's what they're doing.
The little dog and the big dog, exactly.
Where did the little dog?
So by killing him, it was supposed to stop all this shit, but actually what it did was just start more shit. So it was all fucking stupid.
So was the guy bad?
Who knows? I have no idea. I'd never heard of him before, and I'm an adult. I try to
That's
keep up with current affairs. Like Google tells me the news every time I wake up. I'd never heard of him before. Oh, now she wants to say something. What?
mm.
Google, go to sleep.
Just ask Google.
Let's take a look.
Go ahead. Ask
I
Google.
don't know.
Hey Google, what's going on in the world?
Hey
Or
Google, what's going on in Iran?
Sorry, I can't find news on Iran. Here's the top search result.
See, now they're blocking the news. See, that's what they do in a police state. Read
did I hear two?
1984.
Did I hear two of them go off?
You heard 4. You heard the 3 Google Home Minis I have and my phone went off simultaneously. That's how I entertain myself.
That's 4 alerts to the government right now. So they're like, someone is trying to find out some answers.
They're on the way to my house right
Mm-hmm.
now.
They're trying to get in. Well, you seem to know more than I do.
I just learned that this morning, actually, so
I know he talked this
still
morning.
fresh. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I saw like a news article for it, and I was like, Cheeto face. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. And I just kept going. So I don't know what he said. Probably something stupid with this little face.
Do the face. that looks like you just stubbed your toe and it really hurts.
It does. I have really long toes, too. Monkey toes. Oh, you mean this face?
There you go. That's it right there.
Unseen. So yeah, that's all I know. But all I know is that now they're even more pissed off, and if let's just say for our own sanity, Iran wasn't gonna attack us before this general got killed. Now they're really gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been the furthest thing from their mind beforehand. Now it's all they can think about.
I heard they shot down a plane, but it was by accident. And it was not
They
American or
don't know
Iran.
for sure yet. They're saying that it could have been taken down because the pilot didn't state an emergency. They just went from flying to dead. So they're trying to figure out why, but it definitely sounds like it was shot down.
Mm-hmm. Phantom Knight brings up a good point. He says, "I wish some of these politicians saw Batman Begins." And here's the quote: "What about escalation? We start carrying semi-automatics, they buy automatics. We start wearing Kevlar, they buy armor-piercing rounds."
It's true.
And then Batman replies with, "It's okay, 'cause I'm not wearing hockey masks."
Yeah, you have to show all your teeth at the same time too.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta have the lisping. It's not who I am, but what I do, that defines me.
Dude has worse asthma than Hayden Christensen.
There's news that Christian Bale is being cast in the new Thor movie,
Oh shit.
but who he is has not been released yet. There's also a rumor. There's a lot of rumors that Marvel wants Keanu because Marvel wants the biggest names out there, and Keanu is one of the biggest ones right now. Marvel wants Keanu, and now I just saw recent news of saying Keanu as the Silver Surfer.
Or
These
they
are all
could just
rumors.
have like a series called John Wick Travels Through Time, and he would just go back and just kill all the old Disney characters.
Damn. Like wait, like what Disney characters?
Like they'd be like tugboat Mickey, and then John Wick just shows up and just fucking hollows out his head, and then teleports away, and then he's in like a Daffy Duck, and then he gets killed. That's just where my mind goes.
But why do we want to kill all the Disney cartoons?
because, because it would be funny.
I don't see the humor in Mickey and Donald getting capped. Somewhere in the
You,
line,
yeah.
Goofy's in this, and I don't want to see Goofy getting capped.
Goofy's like the gang leader, and he dies last after a huge fight.
You know, it's good you did it because I was like in my head thinking like, can I do the Goofy laugh? And then you just pulled it off out of nowhere. And you did it while I was laughing and looking down. So when you did it, I thought Goofy was actually here.
That was him.
That was him. He came up.
Yes. Send in all the soldiers. Danny says, "That's all I want to see. Fuck poo." Yes, Winnie the Pooh gets killed.
And
Worse
Winnie
than
the
he did on
Pig.
South Park. Did you see that?
I did not.
Have you seen No Country for Old Men?
I have.
Remember when Sugar kills the cop by strangling him?
I do not.
It's like one of the first things in the movie. He like strangles the shit out of him. Well, they did that exact same thing, except it was Randy and Winnie the Pooh. He strangled
Damn.
the fuck out of him.
That's so messed up. You guys want
It,
to kill
it was epic.
all these things. I'm the one who saw that Christopher Robin movie, and it was actually pretty damn funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. So I recommend it. It's Ewan McGregor. Come on. It's
Obi-Wan.
It's Obi-Wan, which I can't wait to see that thing come out. When does that come out? Like they should have had like okay, they had the Mandalorian ready for like day one of Disney Plus, and then they didn't start anything else. They should have started other shit.
Yes, because now I already watched all the shit I want to see.
Yeah, like that I just like the fucking Winter Soldier and Falcon show is just being made right now, and Obi-Wan is just being worked on, and Loki hasn't started yet, and the Hawkeye show doesn't start until this summer, and you guys should have started this shit way before and got the ball rolling. So once one thing finished, like Mando could have finished now, and then you could have gave us like a Marvel thing. And then when the
Yes.
Marvel finished, then you could give us another Star Wars. And then, keep it going. Keep it going. Cycle
And
them.
then they could have had a Nat Geo documentary of just about fucking.
Just about fucking. Like, you
That's
had to
fine.
put your parental filters on and shit. So make sure the kids don't watch it. Well, you know what? No. Get the kids to watch early, man. They need to learn about sex and shit.
You put what where?
And the what now?
That's what it's called. You put what where?
Okay, I just read that Danny's comment again, and I misread it, and I thought it said, "That's all I want to see, poo fucking," but that's not what it says.
You're dyslexic.
I am. Sometimes I am.
Have Goofy talk about it. Talk about fucking. Talk about Goofy talking about sex. I'd watch that.
Oh yeah, you know those goofy cartoons where he's just like learning stuff,
Yes,
you know, but him learning about sex.
I would say watch that.
I'm really disappointed because we grew up at a time when especially those cartoons were always played and it was like decades old already, and the Looney Tune cartoons, decades old, and they were constantly played still around like that didn't stop until like sometime in the 90s. And I was mad
They're
then
still
that it's
on.
huh?
There's a lot of that shit is still playing over and over.
But where?
You look at like channels like Boomerang and stuff like that. That shit's always on, especially like early in the morning.
Cable though.
Yes, because people have cable.
Barely. Barely anybody had cable. But where's the Looney Tunes on streaming services? You know what I'm saying?
They have their own thing.
I
I
know
forget
on
what.
YouTube I could go and get like 10 hours of Looney Tunes and shit, and you just go at it. Okay, you gotta read what Danny said as Goofy.
I do?
Yeah, look, he said. He said if Goofy said,
Okay. No, I lost it because I had to refresh.
"Damn it,"
What did he say?
he said if Goofy said you want to talk about fucking, I would be dying.
Okay. You want to talk about fucking?
Wow,
Shit.
Goofy. Oh no, they were watching. My girl was watching Catch Me If You Can, and I forgot that Christopher Walken was in there as the father.
Yes. He's so great in that movie.
And I just, is it bad that I laugh when he's on? It's just
Why?
because his walking is just funny to me now. Just him acting like that.
I love that line in Letterkenny where they're like, Christopher Walken even does a good Christopher Walken.
He does the best Christopher Walken.
The best.
And quiet.
It's so quiet.
Who did that? All right, moving on. So, I was trying to cut. There was a transition period there. I think when you said Snyder, bam, there it is. Flashpoint has been confirmed by the director who's directing the next Flash movie, and that's where everybody's like, this would be, well, you have everybody who's like, this will be perfect, and then you have people who's like, oh, they're gonna, they have the naysayers. But we don't talk about the naysayers. We're talking about how perfect this is gonna be, and this is what I always said is the best way to fix the DCU and get it and get it ready for the new setup of these movies they're doing. Refresh everything. The Flashpoint is the best restarting point. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you could fit in whatever movie slates and shit like that that come in, but still keeping whatever they used to have and stuff like that. There it is.
And we were talking about the Looney Tunes. So this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Says the Warner Media streaming platform also will gather a host of Hanna-Barbera characters for its new series called Jellystone. So that's a new show they're doing. But blah, blah, blah. They will live alongside Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies, and Hanna-Barbera cartoons on HBO Max.
So they're going to be on HBO. Well then, guess somebody's going to get HBO Max just to watch Looney Tunes. Just like Disney Plus. I mean, I was already going to get the Disney Plus just for like Mando. But when they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to have all these classic cartoons I grew up with and Gargoyles. And I was like, okay, day one.
What did you watch? What was the first thing you watched on Disney Plus?
Gargoyles.
Nice. Mine was The Rocketeer. Because I love that movie. I even had the book. There was like a book adaptation that came out after the movie.
With the pictures inside? No?
I think there was.
Because I remember when I was a kid and there was always the book novelizations. Damn, that was hard as hell for me to say. In the middle of the book, there was like a couple pages that just had like screenshots of the movie, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I love Dumb and Dumber. I had a Dumber
I had that too.
novelization. It had
The
freaking.
book was actually really funny. I was like laughing while reading, which never happens.
I never did read all those books though.
You fucking up. You spare parts, bud.
They were just like, it was just like, oh, I love this movie. I'm getting the book. Um, Phantom Knight asks, do they have both series of gargoyles? They have gargoyles in its entire run. So yes, even when it was called the Goliath Chronicles, yeah, that's
Hmm.
considered season 3. Season 2 is a whopping 50 something episodes.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why my girl was like, "Damn, you're just on episode whatever of season 2," which was early on, and I was like, "No, you don't understand. Like season 1 was just like 14 episodes or something. Then season 2 starts and it's like a whopping 50 something." And then season 3 goes in, and I don't know how many there is in season 3. I do remember the Goliath Chronicles didn't last long either, but yeah, they
They
have.
did the Batman animated series. Like the first couple seasons were like 14, 15 episodes.
Mhm.
And then I think it was like season 3 or 4, there was like 80 or some shit. Something crazy.
They were
It
going
was like,
ham. That's something else. That's another service I never got because it wasn't available everywhere. It was like just phone and computer and whatnot. And I just wanted
yeah.
it to like perfect itself. But the DC universe was something I wanted to get into because I do want to watch Titans. I do want to watch um Doom Patrol and everything they got. And they put like all their new animated movies that just like right there, right when they release. So that's something I do want to get. I know the Xbox has the app, so but I have still haven't got into it, and I should really get into that and watch
We
these
should
shows.
stop. Yeah, because I'm guilty of that too.
Hmm. And
It's
that's
much
not,
DC.
yeah, that's not like us. Like we would have been on that already, but we haven't.
My problem is everybody has an app now, and it's so fucking hard to keep up.
Hmm.
It's like if you want to watch anything, it's on an app, and you have to pay for it, or you have to have like cable or satellite or something to sign into it. So I'm so fucking far behind on so many shows, especially Mr. Robot.
I only seen the first season of Mr. Robot, so yes, I definitely have to catch up on that. It's funny that you say that. It's like everybody got a fucking app and gotta pay for it and shit like that. And I'm over here thinking like, hey, we have a damn app and we have people pay to watch. I think.
And I set it up. Oh wow, I'm evil. Does that make me a hypocrite?
Yes, some would say that makes you a hypocrite.
It's only $2.
Yes, so that's unlike other people. So there you go. We got that.
But ours goes to stackup.org. So suck a dick.
That's what it did. Yep, that's right. And speaking of that, on my stream right now, my donation button goes straight to the Red Cross for Australia, because over there, I mean, I saw a video over there. It looks like one of those old, like it looks like one of those medieval movies or TV shows where the whole kingdom is attacked and on fire or something like that. Like it's
It's bad.
crazy. That's
It's really fucked up.
it's crazy how it looks, and that's something else that you think about. I thought about while looking in the sky. It's like, there's fucking missiles being launched in Iran right now, and people fucking suffering, and there's fucking people suffering in Australia, and animals dying, and even in Puerto Rico right now, there's freaking earthquakes like crazy. It's an island that dealt with a hurricane, still trying to recover from that, and now they're dealing with fucking earthquakes.
It's okay though, because Donald Trump is probably going to show up to Puerto Rico like 6 months from now and give them all paper towels. So
He's just gonna lay up all of them, boy.
he's fine.
Over the shoulder layups, like, here, use the toilet paper, tie your homes back together.
And people are support this fuck. Anyways, yeah, you were the first person I thought of when I saw that about Puerto Rico too. I was like, I wonder if Nas has any people there, and I hope they're okay.
Yeah,
Like my friend Scorpio, he's from Chile. And Chile gets a lot of earthquakes, and every time they do, I'm like, I'll message him like, hey, is your family okay? He's like, yeah, they're up in the mountains. They're fine. I'm like, cool.
They're all good. I haven't heard anything. My family is cool.
That's good.
Yeah. So as long as that's good, we're good. But it's stuff that they shouldn't have to, like, you don't want that to happen, especially for a country that is already like dealing with so much shit and trying to recover from it, and now they gotta deal with more shit.
Yeah, it's redonk.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they won't even give them proper statehood
Mm-mm.
after being annexed from the U.S. or from the U.S. Yes.
And then its own government is just being assholes too.
Yep. And then people want to act like y'all are foreign citizens. It's like, no, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
I'm American, baby.
America.
That's what happened here, and I think the video got viral. But there was just a family having a birthday in the park, and this old white dude was like, "Go back to your country, Puerto Rico, blah 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 blah," and the lady's like, "But I am American. We are part of America." Blah, blah. He's like, "Go back to country, blah blah." I know it was a video. I know it went viral, but it ended up being like it was from like around Chicago and shit like that. But it's not technically in Chicago because whatever park that they were having the thing, you got to go like outside of Chicago. Like the forest preserves.
Well, you know that. People outside of Chicago don't know that.
Yeah. You just don't go to a park because nobody in the freaking like in Chicago parks. You can go over there and be like, "Go back to your country." It's like, nah, man. We all know what it is. We
On
all
Reggie,
here. What was that?
On Reggie, though.
On slime, no cap. We learned that no cap means the truth.
Yes. Facts, as people
Facts. I was like,
say.
but when I heard no cap, I was like, okay, that means there's no cap. Like when you play a game and the level reaches like 32, okay, that's the cap of 32. So if there's no cap, that means there's no ceiling. It just keeps going. But no, it means truth.
I can't keep up with all this lingo.
I can't, but I wish I could because it's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It is hilarious. You know what's hilarious? That guy who said the on Reggie on slime, whatever he's been working with us lately on our flight, and he's been like the best worker ever.
Well, there you go. See,
Yeah.
people are from Chicago and are all bad.
Mm-hmm. He's been good. No, I had more, but I don't remember. Silence. This is the moment. That was the moment right now for that we made for you to think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You choose wisely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When it's silent in the Machine Room podcast, it's moments that we want you to think. Let it all, jump on in your head. Let it process what just happened, and then we shall continue. That's all it is. Just think. Danny, think. Phantom Knight, think. Now that you have thought of what you thought, please tell us, what were you thinking?
Pickles.
I want to itch this tattoo so bad.
Did you get that stuff I said to get?
No.
Go figure.
Totally forgot about it.
I saw some today too at work and was like, I wonder if Na's got some of that. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Itchy.
I just
Aquaphor.
want to continue. It's all good. It's all good. It's almost done. It's almost over with, baby. The pain will go away.
Yeah, but if you had that stuff and you put it on right now, you'd be like, I can't believe I went so long with ever without it.
Or
I'm
I'll
just
be
being
like, I can't feel my arm.
something. Hashtag John Wick. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh man, I should do John Wick nights. I'm afraid to do like recent movies on my stream.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get flagged like fuck.
Yeah, but doesn't really matter. Does it? Like it all depends on who gets there, and then be like, oh man, this is not American like, and then just flag me. Cause who does that? You know?
Snitches.
Yeah, like why? Why would anybody do that?
Just get stitches.
I'm a nobody. You know? It's not like these people over here that are like freaking recommended, and next thing you know, you just see like big titty bitches with hundreds and thousands of views and followers and subscribers and shit. But if I talk about it, I'm sexist or some shit. I don't know.
Fuck that. This is the machine room. This is a free space. We can talk about whatever we want.
Then
That's why we did this shit.
let's talk about how I pop here on Twitch, and the first thing I do is like, let me see these recommended channels on the side. And I click on the chicks because I'm like, all right, let's see if these chicks are like,
Gamer.
yeah, gamers and shit. And the first thing I see is girl, booty shorts, tank top, big ass tits, big ass hips and ass, belly dancing. That's all she's doing. Sits down, camera angle, in this position that is very sexual. Okay? Take that screenshot, put it side to side to something else on the cam girl, and you're just like ready. You're like, this girl looks like she's about to like take it off and start playing for you or something.
Yep.
I bullshit you not. Take that away. Go to someone else. Once again, homegirl, big titties, tank top, Planet Fitness, streaming. Why?
For attention. To get views and subscribers so that they'll pay her rent. Because she doesn't have any other talents.
Oh, man. That one was apparently a cosplayer. And then I checked another day. Same thing, chilling. But she's still showing major cleavage and just talking. And then later that night, because these motherfuckers be on there for like all day.
Oh
then,
yeah, they're up till late. You gotta get all the attention you can get.
Then later that night, playing a game, I'm like, okay, here we go. You're playing a game. Not that you have to be on here to play a game. Hence what we're doing, and hence what Hammer Venus does, where she, plays a guitar, and hence what I do sometimes, where I'm just watching a movie with you guys. But the point is, all right, Hammer Venus is not playing the guitar and got the tits out. Maybe you should, and it'll get you a lot more fucking.
Yeah, okay.
But they are like, I don't know. And then what gets me is the people that defend them, and it's like, no, because then I click on someone else, and this was a gamer. She was dressed normal, and I'm not saying dressed normal. Like, you don't have to be out there and just fucking. You don't have to hide the goods. I'm not telling you to hide the goods, but I'm telling you to dress up. Because let me. You want to put your 2 cents in this?
1, 2, done. No, like I said, it's all about attention-seeking behavior so that they can, because their parents didn't read to them enough as a child. I don't know.
That's what it is?
That's what it is. It's the same thing with the people with the huge holes in their ears and lips and, parents didn't read them to enough as kids, and now they're doing all this shit to get attention, and I don't know.
They're getting paid, though.
Yeah.
I don't even
Because
know.
they know that literally sex sells.
It does.
And they make a lot of money showing their body off. So it's what prostitutes do. That's what strippers do. It's the same ballpark.
But let's give like let's give a shout out to those sex workers. And when I say sex workers, I'm not talking about like prostitutes and people who actually go out and have sex. I'm talking about sex workers who actually like do like the cam shows and sell erotic pictures and snaps and all that shit. Let's give a shout out to them because one, they entertain, but two, because some of them have used that to gather money for Australia. So,
Ouch.
tits for Australia. That's what I think.
Go titties.
Go titties. And now my girl heard about that. So she wants me to sell dick pics for Australia. So who's ready to get some dick pics from Nostradamus? I'm thinking being real flashy, using the green screen, little bow tie, little top
Don't
hat.
even whip it out all the way. Just, just pull your pants down up just to show some neck. Just be, just be out there necking.
Necking?
Just show a little dick neck.
You know what? Now I just got like this whole album cover, and this is like just like a little neck, and then it's like just call it like straight necking or something,
Straight out the neck.
Shit, sex sells, Danny. I gotta do something around here, man. Like,
That's gonna be the new the My Way promotional photos. It's just everybody with Chicago background and everybody just necking.
Naked straight up. Lose everybody. Nobody wants to see our necks.
Bunch of low-rise jeans, just neck.
Oh man, but shout out to the ones who did gather money for this thing. I mean, they use it for they use the power for great causes.
I don't use my titties for anything. I feel like I'm cheating the world.
I mean, you gotta use what God gave you, man.
I guess.
Like I always say, like if I was a female, I'll be on that list too. I'll be out there like, help me. No, but I mean, nah, man, I shouldn't say that because there's that one chick that works with us, and you could tell like she just gets by taking advantage of everyone. Like she'll have guys get her stuff and do this for me and do that for me and blah blah. And it's like, bitch, you're independent. Do your damn self.
Yeah.
You can do it your damn self.
I used to work at Sonic Drive-In. If people don't know what that is, Google it. And we used to have this little 5-foot tall girl that would never take out the trash because she said that was a guy job. I'm like, bitch, I'm taking out the trash. That other chick over there takes out the trash. The manager's wife that works here always takes out the trash. Take out the fucking trash, bitch.
So well, let's say she's living alone or whatever, she won't take out the trash.
She had a trashy ass house, just flies and maggots and trash everywhere.
Maybe she just always has a guy come over and then
throw it trash.
it's like, yeah, baby, what you want to do now? I don't know, honey, but can you take out the trash for me? And then that guy meets up with another guy, and then they talk. It's like, damn, man, you spent the night at her place too? It's like, hell yeah, man. Bitch made me take out the trash in the morning. I'm like, damn, me too. What the fuck?
Always taking out the damn trash. That's terrible.
I don't like that mentality where a woman's like, a man gotta do this and shit like that. Also, the mentality of a man saying like a woman gotta do this and whatnot. Like, come on, we're all grown ass people. We all can do our own damn things.
Take out your own damn trash.
Take out your own damn trash. Shit. The name of this episode, 25. Take out your own damn trash.
Yes.
That's what Iran should tell us to do. You heard that someone put out like an $80 million bounty and shit. They're basically going like, take out your own damn trash.
There.
You change it? That's what I'm talking about.
And people that listen to the podcast on audio only, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
That means
Take out your own trash.
take
That's
out
what
your
that
own damn trash.
means.
Right now, the 5 viewers here, hashtag take out your own damn trash. And it's
And
like,
show them a little neck. Take out your trash.
is that the new
Hashtag
form?
necking.
Is that the new form of like suck it? You know, like DX suck it and shit. You just like show a little neck, like take out your own damn trash.
That's it. It's gonna be on the news and like an alarming rate of males showing the neck of their penis and saying, "Take out your own damn trash." It's going viral lately.
And then they interview those 2 guys who slept over that girl's house. We are tired of females using us for our genitalia, and then making us take out their trash.
And they're just necking the interview.
It's like, do not show my face, just show the neck of my penis. Okay, we're trying to make a statement. Take out your own damn trash. Yo, get on it. Get the T-shirt. Just letters. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. It just says, take out your own damn trash. I want to wear this T-shirt now.
Oh my god, I'm making that tonight.
I just need that. Then in the back, just have a little necking.
Just a little neck.
So people walk away, they're like, the fuck is that?
Phantom Night says we got 6 words for you.
Take out your own damn trash. Damn, you figured that out? I had to actually count them out.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be on the T Public site later. What is that? I don't know. Where's all the shirts?
At the stove.
T Public, that's it, yeah. That'll be on our
T-Pub.
T Pub.
T-Pub. Take out your own damn trash. Ooh, shit.
That's the funniest shit. Oh my god.
Only the Machine Podcast can make up stuff like this.
Totally uncut live. That's why we do it like this.
Unscripted.
This line though.
This makes up for the little pauses we have in between where we let you think. Now, the next time we pause, we're gonna let you think about taking out the old damn trash.
Or if we pause, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit! What crazy ass shit are they gonna say next?" We don't even know because it's just crazy.
We don't. I could randomly just say phallus.
Just go to your neighbor's house right now, knock on the door, take out your own damn trash, and then walk away necking.
Okay. They'll call the cops on you. This man tried to seduce me.
Oh my god, that's so funny. There we go. Hashtag necking. Get it trending.
Get it trending now. That sounds like giving a hickey on the neck though.
It does, but it's not. It's totally female.
They don't know where to talk about.
What's the female version of that?
What is?
Snapping?
Snapping? Why is it snapping?
Looking at that snapper? I don't know.
I don't remember vagina snapping.
Remember Wicked City?
Oh yes.
The snapping pussy.
That's right, the Venus flytrap.
Yes. This is the scariest shit for a 12-year-old to see. You're like, holy fuck, is it really like that? Is that gonna happen?
Yo, I just got your finishing move name for you as a wrestler. The Venus,
Okay.
the Venus flytrap.
There you go.
There you go. You get them in a fucking submission move, and you can either keep it like that, so you gotta make some kind of cool submission move, or you put them in a submission move, but then you fucking suplex them into a pin.
And then I can do like a flying elbow and call it the hammer.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that. And we already know your entrance is the fucking smoke. No, the fly trap is here. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got this. The Machine Room Podcast is now a wrestling organization.
It is.
All the talent's coming out. Oh my god.
What would your finisher be?
My finisher, well, my finisher when I was doing like Basement Wrestler was, actually no, I got a recent one when in the games, I called it the STD, and it just stood for stunned to death. But you see, haha.
Nice.
So then when I do the movies, like, oh, he gave him an STD.
Sex puns.
It's beautiful. But please have safe sex out there, people. We don't need. One day I thought like, okay, there's these people transmitting the sexual the sexual diseases, but we're creating new people every day. So is that generation clean if they're not fucking with this older generation, all this younger generation?
There's got to be some cross-pollination going on somewhere. Because otherwise people wouldn't still be passing that shit around.
So there's like older people fucking the younger people? Is that what you're saying?
Somebody's fucking somebody.
Everybody's fucking. Basically.
Pretty much.
Everybody's fucking.
It all boils down to that Captain Obvious commercial.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at the girl. And she's like on vacation at some beach. Like, why is she there and we're here? He goes, condoms. That's it.
What the fuck?
Best commercial on TV right now. So wrap it the fuck up, people. There's too many fucking babies and children and STDs.
There is. Look, I'm not saying like if you want a kid, don't, or whatever, stuff like that. I'm saying maybe one, maybe two, the most. But there's people out there who are having like kids, and it's
like litters, like puppies.
I'm like, okay, calm down. You got to calm down. Also, in my opinion, and this just goes for like, it goes for like ever, really, because I don't think there's ever a time period when they're like, you know what, this is a perfect time that I want my kid to live around. But do you want to bring someone into this kind of world right now? There's good things. I mean, like, there's good, like, if you're like rich, like unbelievable, then yeah, fuck it, whatever. The world doesn't affect you. Really, you're like, life is good and shit. So it's like, yeah, my kid's gonna be set. But this world, there's so much stuff. It's just, it's beautiful, but then it's scary at the same time. And yeah, sure, man. I always dreamed of like having a little girl and enjoying time with her and doing all the daddy things, and then especially making this little one into a super geek like me, and like, look, here's Power Rangers, and here's these games, and here's Star Wars. One thing that I always have fun with is introducing people to something. So when I introduce people to Star Wars and they become like fans of it, it's like, it makes me a fan. So imagine if I had a kid and I was like, oh, here's wrestling, and they become fans of wrestling. I'm like, I'm even more of a fan because my little girl is, or my little son, or whatever, shit like that. So in that sense, cool. But in other words, the world's fucked up, and I don't know if we all should be bringing more people into this fucked up world. There's too many people right now, and I'm not saying that's a reason for us to go out there and start killing each other, but hey, you know what?
Nope.
I made a I made a short series called Official about this, where the world's overpopulated, so assassinations was illegal.
Yes. Reminds me of that quote. I think it's the opening quote from A Tale of Two Cities, where it says, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." And I really feel like that's where we're living in right now. In a lot of ways, it's the best because this is the furthest progressed that we've gotten, but it's also the worst in times because we still have death and famine and, blight and shit like STDs and overpopulation, and nobody's really doing anything about it. And if you bring anything up, you're like immediately called a Hitler. So I don't see anything getting fixed or resolved from it, but I would like to quote the late and great Bill Hicks before we wrap up is, "Let's work out this food air deal." And that's all I got. But thank you everybody for showing up that showed up. Thank you for everybody that listens to the audio versions. I know you're out there. I see you on Spreaker listening, and also Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. I know you're out there. I know you listen. I see the stuff.
You lurking.
You lurking. We love you. So keep it up, and you'll find us here. Shut up, bitch. We're here live in the Machine Room every Wednesday night. What time? 11 p.m. Central.
Yep.
10 p.m. Mountain. 9 p.m. Pacific. Yes.
I guess. I mean, I don't know time zones.
Now you do.
I mean, I don't even know like the 24-hour thing, because that's what the airport goes by.
A standard time.
Yeah, like the military kind of shit. So
Standard time.
So is it standard like on the other side of the world?
No. Like certain countries use standard time, but they all have their own time zone. Everybody's in a time zone depending where you are on the planet. It's a location thing. But certain countries will use the standard 24-hour time, whether they want to or not. We are weird because we use a 12-hour day, or a 12-hour repeating cycle. But other countries are smart, and they use shit like the metric system and Celsius in 24 standard time.
And have 6-hour work days and only 4 days of the week.
And only allow parents to have 2 children.
Yes. Because
shit like that. That's smart. It makes sense. And they have population caps on cities so people can't move there and overpopulate.
That's right.
All
and
it does.
And there, when they mean cap, they don't mean... Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to do the no cap joke.
Yes.
But
you derailed into the ceiling.
I did. I am dead. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been great having you guys here. It's been great chilling once again. It is our time to go. I'm Nostradamus. That's Hammer Venus over here, stage right, as she taught me, because if not, then I will be murdered. And we are in the Machine Room podcast, and so were you. But now you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. All right. Thank y'all, and we'll catch you on the flip side. I was almost just going to press end stream, but I got to do the video outro. That's not the video outro. That's what says good night. This whole podcast was all ruined.
So bad.